That's just the facts of what it was.
What'd you think after that first play going 80 yards? When you saw him score then, what was your mindset at that point?
I mean, I obviously wasn't very happy. The last thing you want to do is start the game off with an 80-yard touchdown run on the very first play. So that was not an ideal way for us to start the game by any stretch.
What'd you think about Trubisky's performance?
I thought he played well, obviously. He played very well. They moved the pocket, got the ball out of his hands extremely fast. I mean, we never made him uncomfortable. We never once made him uncomfortable. Obviously, in the first play of the game, they had an 80-yard touchdown run, and there really wasn't a point in the whole day where I think they felt uncomfortable at all. And so you're not going to win, and they played very well. He played very well.
Aaron Wilson.
JJ, not looking for a Jim Moore response, but the playoffs are a mathematical impossibility now. What does that mean to you just at this stage of the season, obviously, to be, there's no chance now to have any postseason play, no matter what happens?
I mean, if you're not looking for that kind of response, what kind of response are you looking for?
I'm just asking for the question. Yeah, just the state of the team, just if you could talk about where this team is with that happening.
I think we had a pretty good idea of that before this game.
Brian T. Smith.
JJ, you guys are obviously banged up on both sides of the ball, but defensively, is this unit as a whole playing as hard as it needs to, as committed as it needs to be? I mean, losing is one thing, but I mean, there are times when it seems like you guys just aren't able to stay on the field.
To stay on the field? What do you mean?
You guys aren't competitive defensively.
Oh yeah, I mean, we gave up 36 points today. Yeah, no, I agree. We were not competitive. We gave up 36 points.
Thank you.
Mark Berman.
JJ Romeo was asked about the way the game went, and he said it was y'all were uninspired. You didn't have the energy that you had the last couple of weeks. Can you put your finger on why that's the case?
No, I cannot. I mean, you go out there and you try and lay it on the line and do everything you can and try and put everything you got out there. And I mean, obviously, giving up an 80-yard touchdown run the first play of the game is not an ideal way to start your momentum for the day. But you got to overcome that and find a way and go out there and try and make plays. And we did not do that.
John McClain.
JJ, what was the game plan for Trubisky?
We wanted to stop the run and then get after him and make him uncomfortable. I don't think we did either of those two things.
Last question from Brandon Scott.
Hey, JJ, after you guys kind of continue to keep having these losses and these type of performances, are you allowing yourself to at all think about the future and sort of just where your mind is right now with you and the future of this team?
I'm always thinking about everything. I have a lot of thoughts in my head. There's a lot of hours in the day. There's plenty of time to think about many different things. But right now I'm thinking about what just happened and not happy about it by any close stretch of the imagination.
Great. Thanks so much, JJ.
Hey, with the defense today, just your thoughts on kind of what happened against Trubisky and some of the plays with Allen Robinson.
You know, say some of them was, a good throw, good catch. Like I say, we try to challenge guys as much as possible. Like I said, it's NFL, so it's a good quarterback. It's a good receiver. Could test some passes, so that's all you can ask.
You got the start, and you also made some plays, including a good hit on Mooney and then a pass break on the end zone. How did you feel like it went for you overall, playing more and having an increased defensive role?
I think it went pretty good. Obviously, this thing was correct. Things get better at. Never satisfied with, just going average or decent. I want to be a great player, so I want to make some great plays, and continue to work my craft and play good and sound football.
Anyone else have a question? Aaron, you have your question?
Yeah, I can question. In terms of the rest of the season, you guys are now mathematically eliminated from playoff contention. How does that sit with you guys? Obviously, it hasn't been the kind of year you guys had mentioned at the start of the season.
It never sits well. Like I said, we've been to the playoffs, a couple of years here in a row, and it doesn't sit well. And we got to do better as a team. And as coach staff, we got to do better, and everybody got to be held accountable. So we got to do better on our end, and it's not acceptable the performance we put out today, and even our record right now. So like I said, we'll continue to improve, get better, and
Thank you.
Great. Thanks so much, Keon.
Thank you.
You missed one play. Romeo said you got your funny bone hit on your elbow. If you could take us through kind of what happened on that, your thoughts on staying in the game, and just how are you feeling now?
I'm good. Yeah, I just had to come out for a play because I stayed on the ground. And yeah, that was pretty much it. I just wanted to finish out the game. There was nothing else towards that. So that was really my decision.
Deshaun, a rough game as far as overall, just your reaction to kind of what happened out there and having to play without Brandon Cooks. Last week, you don't have Will Fuller, and you also had some protection issues.
Just trying to make something happen. That's the only thing I can do. Control what I can control, be the quarterback, try to get positive things going and try to flip it around, and it just didn't go our way. So learn from it. I'll watch the film tomorrow and then get ready for Indianapolis.
Aaron Reese.
Deshaun, you said staying in the game was your decision. Did they ask you if you wanted to? Was there a discussion about that?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
Just kept the flow going.
Have you ever come out of a game in a situation like that before, just in a blowout?
I haven't had too many blowouts, so no, not that I recall. No.
Brian T. Smith.
Deshaun, you just mentioned you haven't had too many blowouts. I mean, you guys haven't really been involved in many games like that, if any, since you've been the quarterback leading this team. What's that like when you're down 30, almost 30 points at halftime, and it's just in no way going your team's way on an NFL Sunday?
Honestly, I can't even tell you. I don't even be thinking about it. Once the game over, the shit's over. I pushed it to the back. I mean, we had two last year against Denver and Baltimore in the KC game, but nah, that's out the window. I don't even remember that game. I just let that slide. 'Cause I'm not trying to even reminisce or think about that feeling. I'm trying to have success and win championships. So that's my mentality.
Mark Berman.
Deshaun, JJ said, quote, "I think our performance was embarrassing." How do you feel about that thought? Do you feel the same way?
I agree for sure. Yes, sir.
During the game, CBS said that Cal McNair came to you to get your thoughts about who he should hire as head coach as they start the process. And you told CBS that you were doing your research, but right now you're focusing on the season and then here and now. What did that mean to you that Cal came to you in that situation?
I mean, I just put a lot of trust in me and what things he want and what I want, and just as a whole, as an organization, where we want to go from forward from here. So we got to make decisions and go from there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a lot of respect between me and Mr. McNair.
Adam Muxler.
Deshaun, there's been a lot of changes with your wideouts for a number of different reasons, but then the O-line has also been shuffling in and out a lot of guys on the interior, especially at the guard spot. How's that affected things in your mind these last two games offensively?
I mean, it's hard for guys to get rhythm, especially on the O-line. They got to communicate. They got to learn how to, this guy's going to set and this guy's going to, pass off, games and different things like that. So I'm assuming that it's tough for those guys up there to try to, figure things out. And then at the receiver, just things happen. So, second game with some new receivers and, we try to make some things happen and, it just didn't go our way.
Ari.
Yeah, Deshaun, I had kind of a similar question with the receivers. You started the year with 5 guys. None of those 5 guys were out there today. How tough is it to build chemistry with almost a fully new group over a short period of time?
I mean, it's tough, but I can't sit here and make any excuses. I just got to continue to control what I can control, go through my reads, try to bring those guys along with me and build that chemistry as fast as we can, because that's just how the NFL works. So, yeah, those guys are out there, they're professionals, and we just try to, like I said, get that rhythm and chemistry as fast as we can in live action.
Thanks,
Brandon Scott.
Hey, Deshaun, with you guys eliminated and you taking all the hits that you've taken, is there a bigger picture conversation to have about you playing and how much you should be out there taking hits?
No, I'm gonna play. That's my job. I got to be out there every game. I'm not looking forward to throwing the books or book a vacation right now. We got 3 more games. I got too much pride and respect for myself and this organization and this team to go out there and just get embarrassed again or lose. So my job is to go out there and play, to the fullest and try to get these W's.
Last question for Aaron Wilson.
In the entire season, all the different circumstances you've had to deal with, what's your mentality right now? Obviously, you want to finish the season in some manner of strength, but how much has this year worn on you emotionally just to deal with all of the things that have gone wrong?
Just charge it to the game, honestly, and learn from it. Take 2020 and take every step that I've been through through this season. Me as an individual, but us as an organization also, and just learn from it and grow from it. That's all we can do. So it's going to be last 3 weeks is going to be fun, of course, and try to make it fun as possible and get these W's and compete. And once the off season hit, there's things that got to happen.
Thanks so much, Deshaun.
Hey, Terrell. The touchdown run by David Montgomery, what happened in your perspective on the play? We saw you guys trying to get over there and then a couple guys getting blocked and then Justin missing the tackle.
It was a couple of things that went wrong. Me personally could have fell back a little faster, rated too slow, kind of got too deep into the ball, could have fell back and made the play. But just football, things happen. We kind of just bounce back from it and keep moving forward.
Was it disheartening to have that happen right away out of the box and for him to score that easily? Did it kind of set the tone, in your opinion?
I don't know about disheartening. It's football. Shit happens. So you just got to adjust and keep moving forward. I mean, football is a game of human error. So you got to kind of bounce back from anything that happens that quick. So,
Brandon Scott.
Terrell, what did you think about Mitch Trubisky's performance today and just sort of how he was able to pick you guys apart underneath a little bit, especially early in the game?
I think they had a good game plan, kind of attacked us on the edges, had us kind of chasing the ball a little bit on the outside. But they play a well-coached team, a tougher team. We kind of knew there was going to be a tougher team this week, better than the record kind of puts out there right now. So just kudos to those guys. Had a good game plan.
Mark Berman.
JJ said, and quoting now, I think our performance was embarrassing. What do you think about that thought? Do you agree with that? Deshaun agreed with it.
100%. It's embarrassing. I think we got too much pride for that. Honestly, man, I don't even know what to say. Kind of, it's embarrassing.
What was it like when a game?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. What is it like when a game like that is unfolding and not a whole lot's going right at all?
You just got to keep your head in the game. I mean, the game is never really finished, so you kind of keep just working at it. It's easy kind of like fall in that pitfall of just giving up and just mid-game, but you can't do that. It's professional football. You got to finish the game. You got to keep putting your heart on the line. So,
JJ said y'all never made Trubisky uncomfortable. How critical is that to the game?
I think it's important, but I control what I control. I missed a couple plays out there, so I think just got to put a better effort on my end out there. So.
Great. Thanks so much, TA. That's it for today, everyone. Thank you.